In the video series that I'll be doing, God willing, there's 4 categories I listed yesterday. The lessons in logic, where I talk about issues in logic and trying to help people learn how to make arguments from a logical perspective. And then there will be lessons in kind of like motivational, inspirational talks, just encouraging people, telling them and reminding them that they matter, you know, in a sense, because God has made them. And since we're made in the image of God, we're not just accidents, we're not just random. We actually were made, and God knows what He made us for. And so we should turn to Him and ask for Him to give us grace to live our lives for His glory. Number 3, there will be educational videos that will be talking about math, chemistry, biology. And I know logic videos are similar to this, but the educational videos are going to be mostly math problems that I'll be solving in class, and history issues that I'll be talking about. And the last category of videos are for your spiritual growth, just to encourage you to grow in your faith and in your walk with Jesus. Now, let me touch on one issue here that is more of a motivational, inspirational issue. I've heard a lot of people think or say things like, you know, I don't matter, and life is this and life is that, and you know, essentially I'm a mistake. God made me, but I'm kind of a leftover. He didn't intend for me to exist, and I don't matter, and life is just terrible because everybody's better than me. When we say these things and we think that we're being humble, we're making a mistake, because God has made us, and if God has made us and fashioned us to be who we are, then according to Psalm 139, that means you're fearfully and wonderfully made. And that changes everything, because now you don't seek to find approval or people telling you, you know, well done. That doesn't become your focus. You now want to turn and see the one, or focus on the one who has made you and given you the abilities you have. What I find interesting is that I might not have the tennis skills of Roger Federer, or the music skills of Chris Tomlin, or the art skills of Vincent van Gogh, or the basketball skills of Michael Jordan, which I still think I kind of have. But I'm just saying, I might not have all of those, but I do have the skills that God has given me. I do have the things that He has given me, and that's the same thing for you. You have what He has given you, so please get to work. Wake up and ask Him, God, what do you want me to do with what you've given me? Because He has given you something. We don't have any excuse, and let's not waste time thinking that we're not useful and so on. If a good place to start on this issue, of course, is to see what Jesus says. When He says that in Matthew chapter 6, that these birds or these flowers have all these things, but Solomon in all his splendor didn't have them. However, God knows the number of hairs on our head, and God knows every star by name and things like that. What that reminds us of is that God knows us. And if God knows us, He knows what's best for us, and we should seek Him and seek to be more in line with what He wants us to do rather than what we want to do for ourselves. What I'm saying is, we are special. God has made each and every one of us unique, and He has designed us for a purpose. And I pray that you'll be encouraged this week as you go to school. No matter what you're told, no matter what people try to make you think, remember this: God loves you, God made you, and He wants you to know Him and live for Him. And I pray that this will encourage you, because true motivation will ultimately have to go back to the one who made you. Because motivation without a foundation will lead to frustration. And if you want to just keep thinking it's about you, only to find out that there's more to life than you, that will not be the best thing that can happen to you. So I just pray that you will turn and see the one who has made you, and you'll be motivated and inspired by the reality that He knows what's best. And I pray that this will keep you going, and that you'll keep going back to the source of life for encouragement and support.